Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. Welcome to the Lakers live NBA draft of 2023 live show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, it is the NBA draft for the Los Angeles Lakers and for all NBA teams in the NBA. And guys, it is just such a great time of year for us as fans to see the future athletes to come to join the NBA and fulfill their dreams once again. And guys, it's just nothing like the NBA draft. I mean, lots of families, lots of athletes, and just they're just vibing of the moment that they're in right now. And just seeing on my screen right here of the NBA draft, I have to say it's very emotional. I have to say when it comes to all the athletes and their what's the word for it? Like they're just happy. I mean, and obviously see the fans as well, including myself, seeing one of the best talents being drafted in the top of the draft, and seeing Wemby being drafted number 1 overall to the San Antonio Spurs is such a great moment for not just for him, but for all NBA. I mean, because he's the future. I mean, what everyone else is basically talking about now when it comes to him and just his future for the NBA tells you that he is going to be part of the NBA future after LeBron or KD is gone, because he's just another generational type of talent that most everyone wants to see how he plays. And obviously we saw him a couple of times play when it comes to the France level, and just him playing overseas and that type of level, and seeing YouTube videos. Now it's the real deal. And now he's an NBA player, got drafted by the San Antonio Spurs. He's going to be coached by one of the top coaches in this league, and Craig Popovich. So, and just having honestly the best role model, for him to learn the ropes in the Spurs franchise, in Tim Duncan, and Tony Parker and those guys. That tells you right there that, I mean, this guy has a lot of influence around him to really learn the ropes of the NBA and just become a great athlete. I mean, I really can't wait to see him play once the NBA season begins, I believe in October. So with that being said, I mean, kudos to Wemby. Hopefully, he lives up to expectations heading into the NBA, and congratulations to him and his family for this moment for him. And obviously, guys, this is the NBA live live show for the NBA. And for those of you who are joining me at this moment, please comment and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and even the NBA in general. For those of you who are joining me who are not Lakers fans but are just fans of the NBA and watching the NBA draft, please give me your comments and please give me your thoughts about the what you're seeing so far from the draft so far. And for those of you who are Lakers fans, got a couple of questions for all of you. And here is the question that we can start right now. Who should the Lakers draft with the 17th overall pick in this year's draft? There's a lot of names that has been emerging when it comes to the Lakers and their potential, targeting certain athletes in this draft. Obviously, I made a whole video about the Lakers prospects of who they potentially be drafting. Now, there is some talk, of course, that the Lakers may trade the pick. Now, until that happens, until I get the notification saying that the Lakers traded the 17th overall pick, at this particular moment, as we're live, anything could happen. But at this moment, if you guys have any thoughts about the Lakers and them potentially getting a who they potentially be drafting with the 17th overall pick, please give me your thoughts about it, and I'll read them out loud and display them on the screen for you guys to give your thoughts about it. Me personally, guys, I mean, there's 2 players in mind. I mean, obviously, the number 1 goal for the Lakers to potentially pursue in this in this draft is obviously shooters. I mean, shooting guards is really loaded, especially around the Lakers and where they're at this particular moment. So, with that being said, I mean, one player comes to mind, and that is Jordan Hawkins. Jordan Hawkins is projected to go to the Lakers with the 17th overall pick, but there has been some mock drafts and some talk that he may go higher in the draft. So somewhere around 15, maybe 17th overall. No, excuse me, not 17th. Well, hopefully 17th, but 15 to 14, 13, 12. I mean, somewhere around that ranges of potentially getting drafted by any of those top of tier teams ahead of the Lakers. So, but there has been some talks that he could potentially go to them. But a second player that could be on the safe side for the Lakers is Kobe Buffkin. I saw a couple of mock drafts that he goes higher as well, but you never know. I mean, there has been talks of the Lakers, if they want to pursue this guy so badly, there's a potential of the Lakers could, somehow go and trade up in the draft. Now, the Lakers don't really have the assets to pull it off, but you never know. There could be some teams out there that be like, hey, give me Malik Beasley and Mo Bamba first round pick and I don't know, the second round pick to be traded up in the draft to pursue Kobe Buffkin. That could play a big role in that. And you never know. I mean, the Lakers could potentially trade down in the draft, gain some more assets, and maybe draft somebody that can go to the 20th, maybe the 21st, second. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, when it comes to the Lakers' aspirations to draft an athlete instead of just trading for a win now type of scenario, which I think it's going to be a most likely scenario, but you never know about the Lakers. They could potentially just wait and see who will offer them a really good package deal for that 17th overall pick. I personally thought that the Lakers could potentially, somehow pursue another third star, which I think that they've been talking about since the offseason. DeMar DeRozan comes to mind when it comes to a third star caliber player that can team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Another player, maybe I saw like a scenario of like a Zach LaVine type of scenario, but you never know. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios where the Lakers can go with this, but as I was saying, I went off track there. But when it comes down to it, what's the name for it? Jordan Hawkins and Kobe Buffkin is the top two guys I think the Lakers should pursue. Third is Jett Howard. I see him going around the 17th and down, but you never know. He could be drafted higher, but anything could happen. That's why we are live, and I'm watching the screen as we see it. We are right now with the 5th overall pick with the selection, and the pick is in at this moment from Detroit. And you know what, guys? I mean, this is just going to be a very fun draft day for all of us to witness tonight. So, but like I said, if you guys have any comments and thoughts and opinions about the Lakers and their draft selections for the 17th overall pick, and as you see the question, who do you think the Lakers should draft? Please comment in this live stream, and I will read them out and display them for all of you to watch, and for me to answer them to the best of my ability. So I really do appreciate it. But guys, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate if you show me the love support by subscribing to ZSPN on YouTube. And of course, like me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. Like always, I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And once again, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And just got notifications. The selection is in. Detroit takes an elite wing player. Oster Thompson goes number 5. He is compared to Andrew Wiggins. I believe he's one of the Thompson twin brothers. So he got drafted by the Detroit Pistons from the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. I Don't really know a lot about him, but all I know is if you're drafted this high, that's mean you're something special. So with that, obviously at the moment, I'm going to pull up the draft on my phone. So instead of me looking back and seeing the results, I could just look it up right here. So let me just pull it up real quick. And thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And let's see here. There we go. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Oster Thompson got drafted by the Detroit Pistons with the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. So just a good thing for him. Hopefully he lives up to expectations. He is an elite wing player. So he's going to be shooting left and right for the Detroit Pistons. And, for a team that was tanking throughout last season, kind of tells you that they should have gotten number 1 overall pick, but, things didn't go in their direction as being one of the worst teams in the NBA. With the worst record in the NBA as well. So with that being said, and just seeing now that this is the first time that 2 brothers, other than Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball, are playing together in the NBA. So that's a good accomplishment for them and their family as well. So it's just awesome to see that. But yeah, I mean, right now, Orlando is going to be in the running right now. Their pick is in. So, it could be one of the Thompson brothers or somebody that's projected to go 6th overall. But once it comes in, I will tell you guys who it is. And really can't wait to get in these conversations and talk about these athletes for sure. So really can't wait. But guys, when it comes down to the NBA and the Lakers and the draft so far, it's really loaded. The NBA draft is so loaded comparing to next season. What I've heard, next NBA draft is not going to be so loaded. So this is mainly the important draft year for NBA teams to just select anybody and either keep them or trade them. I mean, it's just at this moment, it's going to be very fun to watch. If there's going to be some teams that are going to keep the pick or trade the pick, that's why the Lakers are in the conversation to potentially trade the pick. And, there's some increasing likelihood, according to the Athletic, Yoha Boha of the Athletic, saying that you never know. I mean, the Lakers could potentially trade it. So, we are now just in the waiting situation now for the Lakers. And, we're the 6th overall. So just a couple more picks to go for the Lakers to select their 17th overall pick. And I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. And it's just, you guys are just the greatest. I really do appreciate it. So, so let's see here from the top, just seeing now from ESPN, the top picks. Okay, here comes Adam Silver. All right, let's see the selection of the Orlando Magic's 5th overall pick. Anthony Black. Anthony Black is going to Orlando with the 6th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. So good for him. Don't know a lot about him, but seeing right now that he is compared to Scotty Bartz. So according to Bleacher Report. So because guys, this is a Lakers channel, so my apologies ahead of time if I don't know these athletes who they are all about. All I know is just reading from the facts that according to Anthony Black, he's the only SEC, player of the year, I believe, from the freshman class. So he's an all SEC freshman team. So that tells you that he brings a lot of talent to the table for the Orlando Magic. Now, is he going to be the team to he's going to be the player that's going to take this team, the Orlando Magic, and lead them to an NBA playoff? Sort of remains to be seen. How, let him, live up to the hype. And, obviously there's a lot of talent on that team. So, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Anthony Beck to show what he's made of. And, there's a lot of promise in him. I mean, the guy is a guard, 6'7". I mean, that's a tall guard. So, he's a playmaker. And other than that, he can bring a lot to the table for that organization. So, especially his defensive guy. So, so it's good for him. Good for him for sure. Yeah. So good for him. Kudos to him. Yeah. So, let's see here. And guys, for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. I really appreciate it. I may have started this really early, but it is what it is. I mean, because anytime anything could happen in the NBA, and we could see some breaking news when it comes to the Lakers and their draft selections. So, with that, it's going to be a very fun, interesting NBA draft. And you never know. We're just waiting at the moment of who the Lakers will select with the 17th overall pick. And as I mentioned, the Lakers could potentially, trade the pick or keep the pick. But judging by the polls that I put up on the YouTube community chat, most of you want the Lakers to trade the pick. And it was like 60% of you wanted that. So compared to 20. So, anything could happen, really. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to watch what the Lakers will do with the 17th overall pick, So I really can't wait to see what the Lakers will do once, their number is called. So I just got notifications here. For some reason, the Hornets, the fans booed Brandon Miller, who got drafted with the 2nd overall pick to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, I just read this morning what Brandon Miller said, in an interview with, I forgot who it was, but he basically said that his GOAT, okay, he's not saying the GOAT, he's saying his GOAT is Paul George. So he didn't think that LeBron is a GOAT. So with that, kind of tells you that this kid, he's in a different generation and lived up to a whole different type of basketball and how he plays the game. But I guess the way he plays, he takes it from Paul George. So yeah, I mean, I find it blasphemous, but at the same time, it is interesting to hear that he is, he thinks that. But it is what it is. I mean, it's his GOAT. Okay, it's not anyone else's GOAT. I mean, he's not saying he's the GOAT. So don't attack him for just saying that he thinks his GOAT is Paul George. So it's his opinion. But it is what it is. So with the 7th pick for the Indiana Pacers just selected Bilal Coulibaly out of France, the teammate of Wembanyama. So with that, it is a good selection for him. I'm surprised he went this high in the draft. Surprisingly, I thought that he will get drafted around the 12th, 13th. There was at one point he got drafted by the Lakers with the 17th overall pick. But Bilal Coulibaly going to the Indiana Pacers with the 7th pick in this year's draft. So kudos to him. I mean, obviously Wembanyama showed a lot of love for his teammate and, told the whole world that he is something special. So he's grateful to have him as a teammate. So so with that, I mean, kudos to Bilal Koulibaly. I mean, the guy is going to be a really good wing player. I mean, he's 7'2" wingspan. He has a 7'2" wingspan, and that tells you right there that that this guy has a lot of talent, and can bring a lot to the table for the Indiana Pacers. So kudos to him. I mean, and ironically, the Indiana Pacers made a trade with the Los Angeles Lakers just this morning. I mean, with the second overall pick, the Lakers moving up in the draft. And, with that, the Lakers moved up in the draft and they got, I believe, the 40th pick instead of the 47th overall pick. So, the Lakers are making deals real early in the draft. Hopefully, we could see something, when it comes to the 17th overall pick. But like I said, I won't be surprised if the Lakers keep it, because this is a loaded draft for the Lakers to, show what they want to build for next season and for future years to come, with this draft selection with the 17th overall pick. So, it's going to be very interesting to watch, what this Lakers team is going to do with the 17th overall pick. So really can't wait. All right. So Bilal Koulibaly, actually, hold on. Oh, breaking news here. The Indiana Pacers just traded their 7th overall pick to the Washington Wizards. So Bilal Koulibaly is not heading to the Indiana Pacers. He is heading to the Washington Wizards. And they were making a lot of moves this morning and this afternoon, really, when it comes to trading Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors. And, and in return, the Washington Wizards are receiving Jordan Poole and a couple of draft picks with the first and second overall picks. So yeah, breaking news from Bleacher Report. The Indiana Pacers is trading Bilal Koulibaly with the 7th overall pick to the Washington Wizards. So it's probably a pick swap between those two. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Woj is just announcing it. Yeah, it's a switch. Yeah, good for them. Good for Washington to bring in another, like I said, a good talent to the team in Bilal Koulibaly. So, hopefully he lives up to expectations and lives up to the hype there. So, good for him. Good for him, man. But yeah, breaking news. Good news for them, for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, for those of you who are joining, please comment in this live stream. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers and their 17th overall pick. I know I started this live stream real early, so I could have started at 7 or, once we reached the 10th overall pick, or maybe the 17th. But, it is what it is. There's nothing like talking about the NBA draft so early. So, and now, hold on, let's see here. The Washington Wizards select Jarace Walker from the University of Houston. All right, let's see here. All right, Walker is heading to Washington. So it's a pick swap. So Walker is going to the Indiana Pacers. So he's not going to Washington. That's Bilal Koulibaly that's heading to the Washington Wizards. So that's good for him. And, he is 2022-2023 AAC freshman of the year, I believe. Yeah, last time I checked. So, yeah. He's a shooter, so that's good for him. AAC freshman of the year. So kudos to him. He's going to Washington. No, excuse me. He's going to the Indiana Pacers. So he's not going to the Washington Wizards. That's Bilal Coulibaly because of the trade just occurred now between the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards. So, he is heading to so Walker is heading to the Indiana Pacers, and Bilal Coulibaly is heading to Washington. So that's breaking news there, according to Woj from ESPN. So, very interesting. Great, great. At this moment. All right. So they are comparing to Walker to Draymond Green. So he's defender possibly. So a great defender, but for some reason I saw that he's shot around 37% from the three. So I mean, kind of similar game to what Draymond Green does. He's not known for being a shooter, but he's mainly a defender. So he's a forward, 6'7", 249 pounds. So a winning player. So he could go to the basket and, just score. So the Indiana Pacers are getting a really good athlete in Walker. So good for him. I just saw notifications here. According to Shams Charania, reports that the Indiana Pacers is sending the 7th overall pick, Bilal Coulibaly, to the Washington Wizards for the 8th pick for Walker. So good for him. Good for him. He is he's going to a good situation. So good for him. When it comes down to it. Just got my first comment here from Victor. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Go Lakers. What's up from Guatemala City? Yeah, welcome to the live stream, buddy. I really do appreciate you joining. You're the first comment on here, so I really do appreciate it. I started this live stream real early, so apologies ahead of time if I'm losing some sort of enthusiasm because I gave all my energy in the beginning of my live stream. So apologies ahead of time, but thank you, Victor, for your comment. I really do appreciate it. From Guatemala City, welcome. Really do appreciate you joining ZSPN on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I really appreciate it. And, this is a perfect time to really, to be part of this moment. I mean, this is a good moment for the NBA and, for us to just see what it's all about. So, welcome, Victor. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining on this live stream, man. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, please, if you read this comment or this question here, who do you think the Lakers should draft with the 7th overall pick in this year's draft? I mean, I really want to know your thoughts too. So please comment in this live stream and I'll read them out and display your comment on here. If you have any opinions about the Lakers' 17th overall pick, do you think that they should draft somebody or do you think that they should trade it? So I really want to know your opinion, please. But I mean, just the breaking news there from the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards. They pick swapped, and Bilal Coulibaly is heading to the Washington Wizards, and Walker is heading to the Indiana Pacers. So that's just breaking news there for for all of you that are watching. So let's see here. I mean, it's just commercials at the moment. We are now with the 9th overall pick, and the pick is in from the Utah Jazz. They finished 12th in the West, so obviously they are in a good situation with the 9th overall pick because there's going to be a lot of talent coming their way. So it's all down to the wire now, man. I really can't wait to see. Because I was surprised Bilal Coulibaly went this high in the draft. I was hoping they would go maybe 12th, somehow 13th, 14th, 15th, because that was where all the NBA rankings were ranking him at. I mean, they were ranking Bilal Coulibaly going between close to the lottery selection and down to the 15th, 16th overall. There's at one point that he may get drafted by the OKC Thunder with the 12th overall pick, but now things are changing now. I mean, it's kind of questionable now of what player was supposed to get selected with the 7th overall pick from the Indiana Pacers or the Washington Wizards or something like that. So, it's going to be very interesting to see who will go lower in the draft. So it's going to be fun for sure. Really can't wait. And once again, thank you, Victor, for your comment. I really appreciate you joining. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream and I'll read your question out and we will get to good conversations on this channel. So please do so. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again for joining me on this live stream, all of you. And if you haven't yet, still waiting for the Lakers to select their 17th overall pick in this year's draft. So really looking forward to who the Lakers will draft or trade because, as I said, there's a lot of rumors and talk that there's some increasing likelihood that the Lakers will trade the 17th overall pick. Now, this afternoon, the Lakers, or in the morning, really, the Lakers did they did select the they did trade higher in the draft from the 2nd overall pick and the 2nd round pick, with the Indiana Pacers. Instead of 47, the Lakers have moved up with the 40th overall pick. So good for them. Let's see here. Utah Jazz pick is in. Selection is in. Taylor Hendricks is heading to the Utah Jazz. He's from UCF, so good for him. Heading to he's the first player ranked in. He chose to play with his twin brother that went to UCF. So good for him. He's the first player in UCF history to be selected in the first round. So kudos to the university for that, and for him to be selected this high. That tells you how great of an athlete he maybe is. So good for him. Good for him. He's a second team All AAC. So in 2023. So good for him. He got selected. So good for him. He's a good shooter. So he has a good shooting range. So good for him. Other than that, I mean, he's going to the Utah Jazz. Lots of good talent on that team, including Jordan Clarkson, who's there, a former Laker. So, it's going to be very interesting of how well he's going to be part of the rotation. He could start. I mean, I don't really know any player on that team that is that is currently on that team. I can't really think of any on the top of my head because, what happened at the trade deadline last season with the Utah Jazz and, the Lakers and, the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers got some really good talent. And obviously Vando was part of that trade. And, we got some really good athletes along with Malik Beasley. So, the Utah Jazz got a really good talent there. With Taylor Hendricks. So good for him. Good for him. And the fact that he chose to go to that university because his brother is there, I mean, that tells you right there that, family ties is really close. So good for him. So, good for him. Good for him. Let's see here. I want to see what what Twitter is all talking about right now. So let's see here. Excuse me. Because there's got to be a lot of talk right now about who Laker fans want the Lakers to select. So let me go real quick and pull up Twitter. All right, let's see here. All right. Sorry, guys, if I'm staying quiet at the moment, but I said what I had to say. I should have not gone live this early, but it is what it is. This is the first time I ever doing this, but I should know in the future that I should go live once we reach where the Lakers draft pick selection is. But it's all good. We can talk about some of these great athletes that are going to be selected in this year's draft, because it is a loaded draft. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with some of us talking about the Lakers and all the NBA teams talking about their own selections. So it's all good. So, and I had to sign in. God, it is what it is. Okay, I can just sign in. Hold on. So the Dallas Mavericks picks is in, and there have been talks really that the Dallas Mavericks will trade the 10th overall pick. So you just have to wait and see, because if Luka, because he's been complaining about the organization for quite a while now, and there has been some talk that he could potentially ask for a trade from the Dallas Mavericks. So if they don't somehow fix their situation with their of him wanting to win and compete in the playoffs and win a championship. So he wants to win instead of just ended up where he let up being, and that was not getting selected, or not being in the playoffs. So hold on, wait. Let's see here. Oh, they're just. And the Wizards are trading to the Pacers the draft rights to Jarris Walker, the 8th pick. They're just reiterating the previous draft selection. The 2023 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cason Wallace from the University of. Oh, Cason Wallace. Guys, if you haven't watched my NBA draft prospect video of the Lakers selection with the 17th overall pick, I had Cason Wallace number 3 on my list to get selected with the 17th overall pick. So to him getting drafted with the 10th overall pick tells you that he was going to go higher in the draft. So it kind of puts in the weird situation now of who will go higher in the draft. I mean, and who will get selected, and it's going to be very interesting to watch who will be selected in this year's draft, because the whole mock prospects didn't go as what I was thinking that was going to go. So it's going to be very interesting to watch who will go higher in the draft, because Cason Wallace, he was going to go higher in the draft. I mean, he was going to go higher in the draft, but somewhere around the 12th, 13th, 15th overall pick, because I know he wasn't going to get drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, it was just a long shot when I mentioned him in my video of the Lakers draft selections prospects. So by him going up there, yeah, good for him. He's a good basketball IQ guy. I mean, the guy can play in multiple positions. He's a good playmaker, good mid-range shooter, and also he can play defense. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks, they're going to get a really good guard out of Kentucky. So good for him. Good for him. I mean, he's going to a good situation there, teaming up with Luka and potentially Kyrie Irving. And it's kind of weird because they're already good with the point guard position. I mean, maybe he will start. You never know. But, we just have to wait and see about that. But Cason Wallace, a guy that most Laker fans were raving about when it comes to the Lakers potentially pursuing. But I had him ranked number 3 in my draft selections. So of top picks in this draft. So yeah, I mean, now the Orlando Magic with the 11th overall pick will be selecting various. Oh, the pick just came in, so we just have to wait for the announcement. I just hope that it doesn't go in a whole different direction now, because Cason Wallace going this high in the draft kind of tells you that there were supposed to be some players that were supposed to get drafted higher, but now their stock went lower. So really can't wait. I'm anxious now. So, okay, we're 11th overall with the Orlando Magic. We're just waiting at the moment who gets selected. And for some reason, I can't pull up Twitter, so my apologies, guys. But maybe I can if I'm on my phone. So let me just we're watching. So, and for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream, and I will be reading out your comments out loud. So, if you have any thoughts and opinions about the NBA draft, please do so, and I'll read them out to you out loud for all of us to talk about. So, yeah. Man, Cason Wallace being drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. I always watched, Lakers Nation, and for some reason, Trevor Lane is a big fan of Wallace. So with that, it's kind of interesting that he went this high in the draft. So it is what it is. But we just have to wait and see at this moment who will go lower in this draft now, because Cason Wallace and Bilal Coulibaly being drafted that high kind of tells you that the draft is kind of going down at this moment of the prospects that were supposed to get drafted around those numbers. Now their stock went down. So we just have to wait and see who will the Lakers be selecting around that range. So we just have to wait and see for sure. There we go. Draft is in. Jett Howard selected with the 11th overall pick. Man, he got drafted high. What is that all about? Jett Howard? What's going on with this draft, man? Bilal Coulibaly, Cason Wallace, and now Jett Howard. See, guys, if you watch my video of my NBA draft prospects, I mentioned Jett Howard could be selected with the Lakers. And now, with him getting selected with that high, man, tells you right there who is falling in this draft that the Lakers will select. It's kind of hard to say at this moment. Man, Jet Howard with the 11th overall pick. All right, just seeing here what Lakers fans are talking about this draft. Man, be that cool, Bali, man. And now Jet Howard. Jet Howard was on my list. I had him at number 5 because I wanted the Lakers to select somebody who's a shooter and a shooting guard type of role. So this is very interesting. Very interesting that the Lakers, or no, that the Orlando Magic picked Jet Howard so high in the draft. Good footwork. The guy has good shooting range as well. So. Yeah, good for him, man. Good for him. The son of former NBA player and champion in Juwan Howard, being coached by his dad with the Michigan Wolverines. So, good for him. He's being compared to. God, his name escapes me at the moment. My apologies. But yeah, I mean, he's got drafted this high in the draft. I mean, wow. He was supposed to get drafted lower in the draft. Interesting, man. Very interesting. All right, and now trade proposal. There's a trade proposal. Let's see here. All right, the Pacers. No, excuse me. The OKC Thunder. Their pick is in with the 12th overall pick. Now we're just waiting.
Just excitement. Trying not to break down right now. Just all the work I put in with my dad over this past few months.
All right. Good for him. Good for him. For some reason, man.
This has been a dream of mine since I can remember. It feels surreal, honestly. Now, I've had the chance to ask your classmates about their preparation.
That's good. Yep. Good for them. Good for them. Let's see here. For those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream and I'll read your comments out loud and I will display them on the screen. So please do so. I really appreciate it regarding the NBA draft. So, or just the Lakers in general, for those of you who are Lakers fans. So,
Just teach me how to shoot. Teach me all the tricks off the court, on the court. Telling me to just.
But man, Jet Howard got drafted with the 11th overall pick to the Orlando Magic. So, man, he got drafted high, man. Got drafted high in the draft. All right. Yeah. All right. Man, I am really anxious. I'm really anxious. Who will get selected or go lower in this draft? Because for some reason, I did not pay attention to the number one. Or obviously, I paid attention to number one overall, top 5s. But between top 5 and now, I never paid attention to those athletes because my main focus was the Lakers and who they select with the 17th overall pick. So, because this is a Lakers channel, and I can only give so much content on here. So, but I am reading all out the selections of all the players that are being selected by the NBA teams. So, it is what it is. But we're just a waiting game at this moment. So, hopefully, some I don't know, man. I mean, this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Who will get selected in this year's draft? So, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, other than that, not a lot of activities on Twitter, really, guys. I mean, other than, or you know what? Let me just type in this. There we go. Let me just put Lakers. There we go. There we go. So just to reiterate, can't say the word. Just a reminder for those of you who are joining me, with the Lakers selections and situations where they're at now, the Lakers at this moment, they still keep the pick. All right. The 17th overall pick has still not a lot of news yet of the Lakers trading it, but they did trade up in the draft with the second round with the Indiana Pacers for the 40th pick in exchange for the 47th pick and cash to the Indiana Pacers. So the Lakers moved up, and that's a really good move on their part because there's going to be some really good athletes that are going to fall around those ranges. That is going to be one of the top athletes. So the Lakers coaching staff have a really good history of selecting really good top talent in the second round. I mean, look at Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, the Lakers have a really good track record of drafting really good, talented athletes in the second round. So I have full faith that they will pick the right player. I did mention a couple of players in my video. Their names escape me at the moment, but I just won't be disappointed for who the Lakers will select in the second round. So, but when it comes to the first, I'm really anxious because you just don't know. Because with the selection of Bilal Coulibaly so early in the draft, and now Jet Howard being drafted so early, because those two, they were going to be projected. I know Bilal Coulibaly was going to get selected around the 12th, 15th overall, but Jet Howard, he was supposed to get selected around the Lakers 17th, somewhere around the 20th. I mean, a lot of these mock drafts, they are so deceiving. They are so deceiving, man. I mean, I have to say it is they really disappointed me. So with that, it is all right. The pick is in. Let's see what OKC will be selecting.
With the 12th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Derek Lively II from Duke University.
Oh my gosh. Derek Lively is heading to OKC. Now, like I mentioned Derek Lively in my video of the Lakers NBA draft. I had him in my honorable mentions because I knew that he was going to get drafted higher in the draft. But for some reason, some teams may say, you know what, we don't need a center. We're going to go for the top talent. And maybe he may fall to the Lakers. But yeah, Derek Lively is heading to OKC Thunder. So, good for him. He's heading to a good situation. All ACC freshman and defensive team. So, he's a really good talent. Really good talent. Getting all those mentions. So, good for him.
Certainly an incredible story. It means something to everyone. This draft, it means something extra special to Derek Lively II. A tremendous young man.
And guys, I'm just gonna be honest here. When it comes to Derek Lively, I did not. I did not really. I wasn't really so high on him because hearing what Lakers Nation had to talk about, they talked about you know how great of a talent and a good defender that he is, that he can be a good pair with Anthony Davis. But if he's going to be drafted just because to be a good pair with Anthony Davis, then I just feel that there's no need, because you have to look for the future. And, players like Jordan Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin, those guys, they are part of a franchise moving forward. But Derek Lively, he is a good defender, but for some reason, I just don't see him, being part of a long term with the Lakers. And the number one need for them to get is a shooting guard. So, it's just kind of weird that Lakers Nation really wanted the Lakers to draft Derek Lively, but he's no scrub. I'm not saying that he's not. I mean, that if anything, the Lakers would have drafted him, I wouldn't be disappointed. But at the same time, it's like, you know, he's not the type of athlete that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a shooting guard who can shoot, and that's not what Derek Lively is all about. I mean, he's more of a defender, grab rebounds, and that's what he's known for. So, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Derek, congratulations. It's such a tremendous night. You look fantastic. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
I got to charge my laptop. I don't want to. There we go.
Well, he's been through a lot as a player. He's the number one high school player coming out of high school, and he got off to a slow start because of injury.
All right. He has a good story. I mean, what I've heard, Derek Lively, his father died at a young age, so
him as a big-time shot blocker, rim runner,
he's
rim protector, and
he's known for being a defender, and that's something great to have on the Lakers to pair up with Anthony Davis. But he's not part of the Lakers' long-term future, so I just don't see that. So that's why the need that the Lakers should go after is a shooting guard who's a shooter, and players like Jordan Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin are the needs that the Lakers are looking for. So yeah, I mean, we are just waiting at this moment. 13th overall, the Toronto Raptors. We are just waiting on their selection, and they still haven't decided yet. It's 1 minute remaining, so they have decisions to make, or maybe there's a trade proposal. You never know. So. All right, let's see more from Twitter. What's everyone else is talking about? Yeah. Cam Whitmore available. Okay. Don't know a lot about this guy, but there's a lot of talk that everyone really, or just this one post really. All right.
Derek Lively, the second course on his way to Dallas, and now the Toronto Raptors are on the clock. So let's just take a little look at where Toronto is at. Of course, Nick Nurse is out.
So Derek Lively is heading to Dallas. Oh, okay. So I think there was a pick swap. So OKC is not getting what's his name? Okay, I may get a notification saying so, but yeah. So okay, so now the Dallas Mavericks traded their pick and a player for to OKC for Derek Lively. So now OKC will be receiving Cason Wallace. And I think that's it. Yeah. Wow. There we go.
With the 13th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Grady Dick from the University of Kansas.
All right, Grady Dick.
The most interesting
Grady Dick is heading to the Toronto Raptors. Wearing all red, so it was just destined for him to go to the Toronto Raptors. So good for him with the 13th pick. All right. All right, good for him. Don't know a lot about him because, like I said, this is the Lakers channel. I focus more on the 17th overall pick and the athletes that may fall to the Lakers. And so far, we're doing good. Jordan Hawkins is still available. Kobe Buffkin is still available. So far, those are the two guys that I want the Lakers to draft either two of those guys. So for them to be available still shows hope that the Lakers could find the right fit for them to join the Lakers. So, really, really good. Really good here. But yeah, Grady Dick is heading to Toronto with the 13th pick. He's all Big 12, so
he's more than a shooter, but his shooting is something special.
I'm still trying to imagine a quiet moment with that suit on.
all right. Good for him.
But he is a great shooter. Shot over 40%.
But yeah, his suit is really stands out. All red and sparkling. So, and now he's heading to the Toronto Raptors. So he's an elite shooter, so that's good. I mean, obviously. So, but like I said, this draft is loaded with shooters. So any team decides to keep their pick because of the shooting class, I don't blame them. And, I hope the Lakers will do the same. But if the trade does fall to them, that will obviously be a big help for them. Then the Lakers should look at all their options. So, but it depends on the trade. I mean, I don't want the Lakers to trade the pick for some mediocre rotational player. I mean, if you're getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, or if you're getting, DeMar DeRozan, or just something like around those ranges, those type of trades, then I'll welcome it. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be very fun to see who will still be available now. I mean, because like I mentioned, I'm surprised that Bilal Coulibaly went so high in the draft. I mean, he was ranked at 12, further down, 15th. For him to get drafted that high tells you that there's going to be some players that may fall further into where the Lakers are at. So it's going to be very interesting. Who will the Lakers select? All right, let's hear.
Deserves this. He's worked every day to get to this point.
Well, Grady, congratulations. Martin Carmen, congratulations as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. New Orleans is now on the clock, and there's been a lot of questions swirling around New Orleans.
All right, now New Orleans has the 14th overall pick, and for those of you who don't remember, the Pelicans and the Lakers had a kind of like a pick swap with this year's draft. So the best team got the best selection, and that's what and that's where the pick is at for the Pelicans. There's still 1 minute remaining. They still haven't selected anybody, so maybe they're thinking things out, or maybe trade. You never know. So.
The Pelicans practice facility for this offseason, that in recent years, he only played 29
Let's see
games
here.
last season.
Okay, there's a tweet here. Breaking news. The Lakers are nearing a deal with the Chicago Bulls that would send D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and the 17th overall pick in exchange for DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. Man, if that is true, then that is a trade. That is a trade that I will make for sure. This is from but this is coming from a source from The Athletic and Shams Charania. So not sure if this is true, but it's 5 minutes ago. So if it does come true, then that is a good trade. Okay, DeMar DeRozan played very well with the Chicago Bulls for these past 2 years with them, and he will be the third star the Lakers are looking for. And having Alex Caruso coming back, bringing that defense to the table, and the guy who won us a championship in 2020 tells you that is a need the Lakers are looking for. So I hope that happens. And plus, you're throwing in D'Angelo Russell and in the sign and trade scenario potentially. That could be a potential. And Malik Beasley, the Lakers are set of potentially bringing back their own players. And that's their number one goal heading into the free agency market. So, man, good for them. I hope that's true because it's 5 minutes. So it was a 5-minute post. So it may be ongoing. It's saying they're nearing a trade. So I hope that's true because that is going to be very interesting if it does come true. Man, I hope it does because that's a really good package deal there that the Lakers could receive. So. Oh, I just saw this tweet from the Lakers Nation. It's weird. We brought up those twins that got drafted, right? Don't we all remember the Morris brothers, the twin brothers? There's a tweet that's like, hey, you forget about us? We're twins. We got drafted together. For some reason, I guess the NBA forgot about them. All right, here comes the pick for the Pelicans with the 14th overall pick. Oh, let's see here.
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Dallas Mavericks are trading to the Oklahoma City Thunder the draft rights to Cason Wallace, the 10th pick, and the Thunder are trading to the Mavericks the draft rights to Derek Lively II, the 12th pick.
Kind of what we assumed.
With the 14th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jordan Hawkins from the University of Connecticut.
National champion Jordan Hawkins, an emotional moment that he is sharing with his parents. He's described his parents as the hardest working people I know, and that everything I do is to make them proud. A moment with the David Ty Sullivan.
Jordan Hawkins, man, he's gone. He's gone. He's off the list. Oh, he's off the list. He was supposed to get drafted by the Lakers. Oh, now he's off the board. Oh, no, man. That is not good. Now it's all Kobe Buffkin now, man. It's all about Kobe Buffkin. We are 3 selections away from the Lakers selection, 17th overall. So, yeah, two more selections to go. So the Lakers had 17th. Let's hope that Kobe Buffkin falls to the Lakers. You never know. So, and if somehow Kobe Buffkin is selected, who's still available, the Lakers will select with that pick. And that kind of shows that the likely scenario is that the Lakers may trade the pick. You never know. But we had to set the wait and see. It's all up in the air at this moment. And I just really want to know what Lakers Nation have to say. Hold on. Let's just tune to them just a bit. Let's see here.
I think where your
Okay, hold on.
draft express actively puts in effort.
All right, hold on.
Jordan Hawkins. Yep. Yeah, that's the Jordan Hawkins one. Jordan Hawkins, 17th on my actual board. The best mover without the basketball probably in the draft. You can credit that to UConn's kind of complex offensive scheme. The second best 3-point shooter in the class, but the best movement shooter in the draft. Yep. Off screens, handoffs, really high IQ player. Defensively, he's not good, but he actively puts in effort defensively.
Yeah, he plays with effort. That's important.
Definitely, that's super important. I think he has some capability to be a solid off-ball chaser, which I think is all you really need him to do. If he can be a decent off-ball chaser, I think you're good there. Really good athlete in space. The biggest separator for me between him and Jet Howard is how much of a better athlete I think Jordan Hawkins is. Shaky handle, in my opinion. I don't see a bunch of on-ball play.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he had all the package that you wanted in an athlete. I mean, Jordan Hawkins, he's a shooter. He's NBA ready. He's not a good defender, but he like what Sean Davis said, he shows effort of playing defense. So if he would have got drafted by the Lakers and Darvin Ham is his coach, he will show that he can play defense if Darvin Ham told him to. So it sucks, man. That sucks. Man, I had him at my number one on my list to get selected, but it is what it is. I mean, my only hope now is Kobe Buffkin. Now, if he gets selected by the, sorry guys, let me just get back to. There we go. So yeah, I mean.
This has been by far the best year of my life. I'm about to play in the NBA. I mean, that's crazy. Like, not many people can say that.
The Pelicans, man, just stole a pick from us in Jordan Hawkins. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, he was projected to go between the 14th, 15th overall. At best, he would have got selected with 16th. All right, but it would have been great if the Lakers, if he would have fallen to the Lakers with the 17th overall. But now the pick is in for Atlanta. They will be selecting somebody very soon, so the pick is in 15th overall. So the Lakers are 2 picks away for getting selected, or 1 pick away, excuse me. So. All right, let's see what the Hawks, who they be selecting now. Let's see here.
Well, there's a lot of question marks right now about how many guys on their roster are available. We don't know what they're going to look like.
And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. Please give me your thoughts. Who do you think the Lakers should select? Or do you think the Lakers should trade the pick? Because as I read just a couple of minutes ago, there was a post that there is a nearing deal from the Lakers to the Chicago Bulls for DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. Then the reports linked the Shams Charania and the Athletic. So
The Atlanta Hawks select Kobe Buffkin from the University of Michigan.
damn, man, those are my top 2 guys: Jordan Hawkins and Kobe Buffkin. Now they're off the board. Who's still available? I did not. God, man. Oh, this is so wrong, man. They were projected to go around those ranges. 14, 15, 16. The Lakers had a better shot at 17 to get either Kobe Buffkin. Man, Kobe Buffkin. Damn, he got damn it, man. He got selected higher in the draft. Okay. Now they're 16th remaining. The Utah Jazz and the Lakers are 17th. So we just had to see what the Lakers will do now, because those were the top 2 guys that I was hoping the Lakers will select. And now they're both off the board. And with Bilal Coulibaly going higher in the draft, and now what's his name? Jet Howard getting drafted ahead of higher in the draft. Damn, man, that tells you who the Lakers will select. I mean, because those were the top guys that I was hoping the Lakers will select. And the fact that they got drafted back to back, I mean, God, those were the top 2 guys that I was hoping the Lakers will select. But man, the Atlanta Hawks selecting Kobe Buffkin. But it's weird. Why did they draft him? I don't get it. They have Trae Young. Why do you need another guard? I don't know, man. That's just a weird selection. That should not go into Lakers' way. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks' way, and also the Pelicans' way. I mean, Jordan Hawkins, he should have been still available. But now both of my top two guys are off the board. Now what? Now what? Let's see. The starting point guard, yeah, he's going to start for sure. But how is that going to work with Trae Young? He's a point guard of the team. Either he's going to play shooting guard, I don't know.
Listen, I saw the emotions from your table. Now you're cool, calm, and collected. But how excited are you to start your next chapter in your basketball career?
Very excited. You know, it's a dream come true. And I'm just looking forward to
Man,
the ATL and being competitive and going hard.
damn the Atlanta Hawks, man. Kobe Buffkin should have fallen to the Lakers. And now the Utah Jazz's pick is in. And now the 16th overall. So the Lakers. All right, just got a comment here. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. I really do appreciate you joining me. JD1, I wanted Lakers to get Kobe Buffkin. Damn, Hawks got him. Yeah, absolutely, man. I reacted the same way as you are. I mean, this was not supposed to go this way. My top two picks were Jordan Hawkins and Kobe Buffkin. Those were my top two picks. And for them to get drafted so close to where the Lakers selection is, kind of hit me in the gut, man. I mean, that just like, I understand. I feel your pain. Yeah, Kobe Buffkin, man, he got drafted ahead of the Lakers. Good, man. Sucks. Hawkins in tears. Yeah, I mean, he got drafted. I mean, you know, that's what all NBA players, athletes want to become. You know, be drafted by the NBA. So, you know, it's a emotional time for sure. All right, let's see here. More comments from JD1, excuse me. All I got to say is Lakers better select the right player. Select a shooter. Lakers need shooters around James and AD. Well, yeah, that's been the number one goal of what the Lakers need to do when it comes to this draft. Select a shooter. And the Lakers, you know, this draft is loaded with shooters. So the Lakers can go any way with these selections and get drafted. So, okay, just got notifications from Bleacher Report. The Lakers are on the clock, but you know, we're still waiting for the announcement from the Utah Jazz selection. So, but man, who the Lakers will select, I don't know. Because all of the players that I wanted the Lakers to select already got drafted. But Coulibaly, he got drafted high in the draft. Jet Howard, he got drafted high in the draft. And now Jordan Hawkins and Kobe Buffkin got drafted. Both of my best players that I wanted the Lakers to draft is off the board. So, it's not my night. But yeah, JD1, I agree. If the Lakers need to select the best player available now, that's what it is now. Select a shooter, hopefully. So let's hope for that. Man, they need to stop these conversations. I want the pick to come in now. It's getting so annoying. All right, JD1. What player is good on the board right now? Who will you pick? Which player, in your opinion? I personally don't know, because you know, if those of you who have watched my video of the NBA draft for the Lakers, go check it out, because I listed Kobe Buffkin, Jet Howard, Jordan Hawkins, Bilal Coulibaly. I can't. The last name escaped. Oh, Chris Murray. Chris Murray is still available. Could he get drafted around the Lakers? Maybe. I mean, he's a small forward, but I just don't think the Lakers will potentially select him, because I think he will go lower in the draft. So that's why I think maybe the Lakers will trade the pick. because if some of your best players have been selected, you know, it is. I know this one player, Jalen's. What's his? Okay, let me just read this one right here. I haven't been paying attention to college basketball, so I don't know which player is good. I just hope the Lakers will pick the right one. Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you, man. My main focus was on those players that I mentioned. You know, Kobe Buffkin and Jordan Hawkins. You know, Jet Howard, Bilal Coulibaly. Those are my top guys that I hope the Lakers will select. But all of them are off the board. And I'm in the same boat with you. I did not really follow a lot of athletes in this draft. So with that being said, you're not alone. I'm with you on that. So, but I hope the Lakers will draft the right player. The best player available. That's all they need to do right now. Man, they're still talking about. See, this is the problem with ESPN. I mean, you know, we are like Laker fans. We're waiting for our pick to come in. And for us to be waiting this long, just sucks, man. Now we're just waiting. I mean, good for Wembanyama, but, you know, come on. I want my pick to come in. And you never know what the Lakers will do with this pick. You know, will they select somebody and trade it, or will they just be waiting patiently? Or I don't know. But yeah, I mean, let's see. Utah Jazz.
With the 16th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Keontae George from Baylor University.
All right, Keontae George. For some reason, I saw a pick selection, seeing the Lakers selecting him. It was on Facebook. For some reason, George was supposed to get selected by the Lakers. So that was another mock draft. So for him to get drafted now with the Utah Jazz, it's all up in the air, man. I mean, I don't know who the Lakers will select now. There is this one guard named Jalen Scotto, something like that. I forgot. His name escapes me at the moment, but I know his name is Jalen, but he may get selected by the Lakers, but, you know, we just have to wait and see about that. All right, let's see here from JD1. What's your opinion about old KCP? No, excuse me, not KCP. CP3 to the Warriors. I did not understand it. I really do not understand that trade. I mean, you have a selection. No, excuse me. You have a player in Steph Curry who is already your point guard, who is doing very well for you, and yet you go for a guy who is up there in age, who, what's his role will be on the team? Will he play the point guard and Steph Curry be the shooting guard, or is he going to come off the bench? I mean, I'm not sure. That's why I was really hoping the Lakers will get him, but you know, that was just me because, you know, we need a point guard because, you know, I'm not sure about the status of D'Angelo Russell. So will he come back, or will the Lakers you know, I mean, that's just me. I just thought that he would have gone to the Lakers, but surprisingly he went to the Warriors that already have an elite point guard of their own. I don't know. It's just me. Yeah, they traded Jordan Poole. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, contract reasons and how he didn't play well to his contract. So that's why they traded him. If it was the other way around and he played very well, okay, the Lakers pick. Well, they still haven't selected anybody. They still have 3 minutes remaining. So yeah, the Lakers are on the clock. So, oh man, really looking forward. Who will they be selecting? So, and I went for 1 hour and 24 minutes, and I believe so far you're the only guy that's been commenting on this live stream, buddy. I should have went later, but you know, it is what it is. I should have went live when the Lakers were selection was approaching, but you know, it is what it is. Lakers are on the clock. JD1. I just hope the Lakers don't draft a bust. Hope so too. But you know, the Lakers coaching, scouting department, they have a really good history of drafting really good players. I mean, Jesse Buss, he knows how to draft really good athletes. All right, let's see here. All right, we're getting close. The pick is still not in yet. There's 2 minutes remaining. All right, so commercials. Commercials now. We are in the waiting game now. Who will the Lakers select? Who will they select? It's so, oh man, I am just anxious now. Just anxious what the Lakers will do, man. And for those of you who joined me, thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. I should have went later, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I just wanted to give my live reaction of all the draft selections. So, yeah, maybe next time I'll just do I don't know, like my reaction once the Lakers select somebody after the fact. So, but you know, it is what it is. JD1, Lakers better draft a player that shoots threes. Yeah, I'm hoping so too, man. I hope the Lakers will select somebody that's a shooter. And it is a loaded shooting draft. So, you know, whoever is out there, we just have to know who is man, we're already 1 minute remaining, 44 seconds, and the Lakers still haven't announced their pick yet. That means either they don't know who's still available and they didn't really think it over, or they haven't, or there's a trade in progress that's out there. So, wow, they still haven't selected anybody. We're 20 seconds and the pick is still not in yet. Oh my God. Oh man, this is very interesting. This is so interesting. Who will the Lakers select, man? Damn.
Just $30 per line. There are millions of happy campers out there, and this is the perfect time to join them. Save 25%.
What is Twitter talking about, man? They still haven't announced it. That means there's probably a trade in progress. Lakers making the right decision, hopefully. Yeah, I'm hope so too, man. I mean, you know, hope the Lakers make the right decision. I'm hopeful, really. For them to not announce it now and they already went over their minute tells you right there that it's either the Lakers didn't think it over and who they want to select. Oh, now that the draft is in. All right. Let's see here. The draft is in, but why did they take so long to select? Man. Lakers are not trading the pick. Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, I guess so. All right. Lakers need ball handler, a three-pointer. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Some other notable anniversaries here.
All right, man. It's just a waiting game now. Nick Smith Jr. I mean, there's a couple of names that are appearing on the screen. The Lakers haven't selected anybody yet, but it's just like, who is available? All right, let's see here. All right, here we go.
With the 17th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Okay,
Indiana University.
that's what I thought. That was the guy I was referring to. Jalen Hood. Trifano? Trifano? Jafino, excuse me. So yeah, that's the selection.
It's an acronym for failure is not an option. His mom came up with that years ago. It's a motto that he repeats.
Oh, that's a
to
nice
himself.
motto.
He was the first
That's a
NBA
good
professional
motto.
with multiple 30-point games.
So Jalen Hood.
Eric Gordon, 2007, 2008,
Jalen Hood
Big Ten
is
freshman
being
year,
compared
all
to
Big Ten second
Spencer
team.
Dinwiddie.
And he grew up playing with his mom, Adrian.
Uh,
He says it took her a while to be
wow.
able to be in
Okay.
one-on-one. She played at Lafayette
For some reason,
University.
Lakers Nation brought up his name, but I did not realize they were going to select
He
him.
is a big, strong, versatile point guard. He's excellent in pick and roll.
He's a point guard,
He shoots
so
well off the dribble. He's got the length at
Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
the
So
athleticism, I think, to be a
that's
very
good for him.
defender. Still needs to work on consistency from the three-point line. He had a 3-game streak where he was 16 of 37, but the rest of the season shot about 25% from three-point range. But yeah,
Man, that's not a good percentage.
Athlete, but he's athletic. His strength is a big key for him. And also a former player at the Jay Billis Skills Camp, third player drafted out of that camp, by the way.
Third player out of that camp that's been drafted. Not bad, Coach Jay. Look at
Do what
you.
you can.
You should be a scout.
6'5".
All the talent. I mean, you talk
Versatile
about
scorer. So he's a scorer.
And he's extremely
He's a scorer, but he's not a shooter.
crafty ball handler. He's got a really nice
So,
mid-range pull-up
yeah.
game off the dribble. And as we watch his shots here, he had a 35-point performance against Purdue, two 30-point performances this season. But my favorite thing about his game is the way he's able to distribute the basketball. 117 assists, fourth most by a freshman in Indiana history. And he delivers the ball off of the bounce. He doesn't have to pick it up and then pass it. He can take it right off the dribble, which I think will translate to the next level. This is the moment that he found out that he was headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. It's one of my favorite parts of the draft, just seeing the motion. It's literally watching in real time as dreams come true, and he is now with our Monica McNutt.
Jalen, well, happy birthday. You had a birthday on Monday, and now you just got drafted. How would you describe this week?
I mean, it's really hard to put it into words, but like right now, I don't even know really how I feel. It's just like a surreal feeling. But I gotta give all thanks to the man above.
Mom, Angel, you guys have this acronym for the last 4 letters of your last name. Failure is not an option. Tonight, your son achieves one of his dreams. How proud are you of him?
So proud.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to write something out.
How much do you thank your mom for helping you get here?
I mean, my mom and my sister, they're my why. Just seeing like the sacrifice that they made when I was younger, now for it to all kind of pay off, I mean, I can't really explain the feeling. I'm just so thankful, and I appreciate them too for sure.
There we go.
Ava, I saw that face. So now you get to bug your brother for whatever you want, okay? Ava, Angel, Jalen, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Monica, thank you so very much. Let's take a look at Jay's best available list. And you'll notice that the number 1 on that list is Cam Whitmore, the freshman forward out of Villanova.
All right, guys. So the Lakers select the 17th with the 17th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. The Lakers select Jalen Hood out of let me check up his. Okay, so I don't know a lot about it. That's the thing. So because my main focus was Hawkins and Buffkin, Howard, and Bilal Coulibaly, but for some reason Jalen Hood did not see that coming. Did not see that coming whatsoever. So, okay, Jalen Hood. All right, there we go. Yeah, got selected by the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, this is good for him. I mean, achieving his dream to be selected. But for some reason, no trade. I mean, I was hoping the Lakers would trade the pick, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, he got got selected, the 17th overall pick. Jalen Hood. Jalen Hood is heading to the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, let's see here. Just got a comment here. Wrong selection. Are you blind, Palinka? There's Jahai. Lakers needed a ring protector. Yeah, I mean, the Lakers would have gone any way with this selection. I personally wanted the Lakers to get a shooter, but for some reason, they went for a viable scorer who is a good ball handler, but he is not a shooter. The guy shot 25% from the three, and he's not a rim protector. So that's unfortunate. But would you say it's a wrong selection? It's too early to tell at this moment. We don't want to judge the player right away because, he could bring some sort of upside to the Lakers. But the thing that really surprised me the most is that the Lakers took this long to select somebody. And I was hoping that the reason they're taking this long is because they didn't, because they were in the midst of trading him or something. So I don't know. Just looking at the, let me see here. Let's see the, sorry guys. I'm a bit confused of this selection really. Let's see what accomplishments he did. I mean, Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Big Ten All Freshman Team, second team All Big Ten. Other than that, just seeing his stats. I mean, the guy shot around 25% from the three. That's not what we're looking for when it comes to a guy that we need as a shooter. Yeah. Let's see. The Heat selected Jamie Jaquaz Jr. He's being compared to Josh Hart. So, yeah. I don't know a lot about this guy. All right. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. I mean, selection is over for the Lakers. Now we have to wait on the second round. The Lakers have the 40th pick. The Lakers have a good track record of selecting really good, talented players in the second round. So, man, the fact that they didn't man, that's just, I guess, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. We should not dwell on this situation here. I mean, he could be a really good, talented player. He's a scorer. So if he can just improve on his shooting and on his defense, then, we could just wait and see about that. All right. I want to see what Lakers Nation had to say about this because I heard they talked a lot about him, especially Sean Davis. Yeah, let me just, where is it at? Okay.
Olivier Maxence Frost. I think could fit
such a warrior pick. Yeah,
this guy can do a lot.
So right now,
I think he's a solid fit. I think he's a guy that has
for you, scoring out of ball screens, especially.
You guys cook here for a minute.
Oh, there you
Sure. Oof.
Won't tell them who they're targeting. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of standard? Like, of course, you can't tell people who you're moving up for. Like,
Oh, wait, they actually made the commercial?
It could have already been in.
Okay, commercial. All right.
Won't tell them who they're targeting. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just
moving up for? Like,
All right, let's see here.
Targeting.
Makes sense.
Okay. That's That's the first piece of information we got in about 17. A little irritated, but we move.
Won't tell them who they're targeting. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of standard? Like, of course, you can't tell people who you're moving up for. Like,
All right.
Come on.
Man, I had my TV shut off.
Lakers are taking JHS.
Oh,
Nailed
man.
Boom! 100 did you care?
There it is.
Well, there you
Sure.
I don't mind it.
I don't
It's
mind
not bad. It's not bad. It's just
See,
not bad.
this is what happens, man. I mean, even Lakers Nation didn't like the selection.
This kid can really
Stupid move. Not even a 3-point shooter. Exactly, Robert. I have to tell you, man, it is not the right move for the Lakers.
I said,
Going back to JV1, with the Lakers making the right decision, they didn't. They didn't. I mean, you know, it's a bad selection, man.
JHS.
The number one priority for using this draft pick is to get someone who can shoot.
Anywho,
Jalen Hood
I like him a lot, the player. I think
is a guy
one of the better
that-
just ball screen players in this draft class in terms of being a playmaker out of ball screens,
let's see what he has to say. Hold on.
scoring out of ball screens, especially in that second level of the floor.
Yeah, he's known for being a scorer.
The off-ball fit, he's just such a streaky shooter to where that off-ball versatility offensively comes into slight question. But to Keith's point, just his frame and size at 6'5", 6'6", blends well to what he can do defensively for you, especially as a point of attack defender on ball. Has some work to do off the ball on both sides of the floor. But if the shooting is more consistent, like he had a stretch where he was like a 40% 3-point shooter, and then like the next 10 to 12 games or whatever, that was like 30 or 20% or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not what we need, man. We need consistency. We need consistency.
But again, you got
So-
the scouting department and the front office, the benefit of the doubt.
It is what it is.
Curious to see if they take it 40 as long as they keep the pick there. But
Yeah, I agree with Sean. I'm really curious about that. So it's going to be very interesting what the Lakers will do with the 40th pick that they made a trade with the Indiana Pacers this morning. So
But I do think you have a ceiling. If you're not too familiar with this game, I would look at like a Malcolm Brogdon type. I think he's one of those guys that can be on ball, be off ball at times. Sean's making the face
Okay.
right now. He doesn't agree with that comparison. That's fine. I think similar size. And he went to a program, obviously Indiana, one of the most prestigious programs in college basketball.
okay, if you compare him
Have high
to
expectations there. I think a guy with high character.
Malcolm
And
Brogdon,
like Keith mentioned earlier,
all right,
he's a good
defensively,
fit
okay,
alongside of Austin
I can see that.
So
Being a scorer, but at the same time being a defender.
but I don't
I mean, that's the need of what Darvin Ham is all about when it comes to being a defensive minded coach. So that's good news for Darvin Ham. But the main goal was in free agent, no, excuse me, in the NBA draft is the Lakers select a shooter. And there has been a couple of shooters that were still available for the Lakers to select. I mean, Chris Murray, at least, he's NBA ready. He could contribute to the Lakers right away.
I think we already would have heard about a trade if that was what was happening.
yeah.
It sucks, man. They didn't make a trade.
I was doing a little bit of texting there. Nothing seems to be on the forefront from a trade. With Jalen Hood-Schifino too, I can tell you guys, he played at Montverde, which is literally 20 minutes from my house. So I've seen him play quite a bit when he was a high school player. Shot it better in high school than he did at Indiana. There's something weird. Guys go to Indiana and like they just can't shoot anymore. I don't know what causes that. Yeah, I
Same
think
thing happened with the Lakers.
do we get his teammate at 40? You guys think?
That'd be kind of interesting.
yeah, that's not a bad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Cam Whitmore will still be there. It'll be that'd be a good value you'll get for sure if they get. But yeah, I think this is a good.
Okay.
I mean,
It's just a waiting game now for the 40th pick. Man, we went on 1 hour and 44 minutes. Man, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. We're still going to stay on. We want to see who the Lakers will select with the 40th 20th pick in the second round. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. So we're just waiting here. But yeah, the Lakers with the 17th overall pick in this year's draft. The Lakers select Jalen Hood out of Indiana, point guard. He's tall for a point guard. He's 6'5", so he can possibly play shooting guard if he just improves his skill set. So, but the fact that the Lakers did not select a shooter with the 17th overall pick kind of tells you that the Lakers weren't prepared when it comes to finding the right shooters to select, and especially finding the trade. I mean, for them to take this, they took so long to announce the pick, to the point that when it was during commercial, they cut the screen from the bottom screen, the headlines. They cut the headlines because the Lakers took so long to select somebody. So that tells you right there the Lakers weren't prepared when it comes to this selection, because most of their top players have already been selected, which obviously I was very surprised with the selections of Bilal Coulibaly going so high in the draft after him being projected to go 12th, 15th overall. And then you had Jet Howard. He was mainly the surprising one. If anything, I thought he was going to get selected with the 20th overall. Last time I saw when it comes to draft selections. And the fact that he got drafted that high tells you right there, man. And then you have Jordan Hawkins, who Jordan Hawkins getting selected by the Pelicans. He was number one on my list, really. I mean, Kobe Buffkin was my second because, I just assumed that Jordan Hawkins will get selected in high in the draft. But, for him to be available till the 14th kind of tells you that there was kind of hope there. But for some reason, the Pelicans selected him. It is what it is. But Kobe Buffkin was the surpriser one because I don't know why the Atlanta Hawks selected Kobe Buffkin. You already have Trae Young. What's the mindset there? What do you guys are thinking with that selection? You don't need him. You have Trae Young. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And now the Lakers selected Jalen Hood out of Indiana, point guard, and
he screams heat culture, and I told you he was going to go early, and I'm going to be mad because he's going to be a 10-year player under Eric Spoelstra.
But at least they'll pronounce his name right in Miami. That's, I'm okay with
Hey, that's true.
Oh, okay. That was just something else. All right, let's see here. Comment here from Robert again. LeBron should leave. He is too old. He's reaching up there in age. He's 38. I mean, he's the only player in the NBA currently was in the draft in 2003. So, we saw the announcement of Carmelo Anthony getting, retired, announcing his retirement. So he's the only player now that's standing alone from that draft. So, but there's a likelihood that he will be coming back. So, it is what it is when it comes down to that. So, but yeah, I mean, I still think LeBron James still has enough in the tank to compete for a championship. So either he stays or he gets traded. You never know. So he did sign an extension with the Lakers. So, but yeah, I mean, now the main focus is free agency. That's what it is now for the Lakers after this selection. So So with that, I mean,
I've actually also got to hop out. I've got to write something for second round pick, so I'll be back.
Me and Keith.
all right. It's just a waiting game now. Waiting game now for what the Lakers will select in the second round.
Oh man, everybody else failed. I was updating spreadsheets. Everybody else jumped out.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize this year was gotten so long.
Yeah.
It's the pandemic here going. Yeah. So all right. So now, Sean, we're down to Golden State. Do they take the upside swing on Cam Whitmore?
Please no.
I don't know. I mean, I get it from your Vanderbilt perspective, but you have to consider it, right? If you're Warriors, because
All right, let me switch to ESPN. Let's see who is going to be selected now. Because we're still waiting on the 40th pick in the second round. Because Lakers do have another pick after making a trade with the Indiana Pacers, trading the 47th pick and cash for the 40th pick. So that was the right move for the Lakers to make. But just I hope the Lakers will redeem themselves with this with the selection in the 40th pick. So, all right, we're in the 20th pick with the Houston Rockets selecting. Now we're seeing the Brooklyn Nets. Now they're up, so we're just waiting on that. But yeah, I mean, the fact that Jalen Hood got selected by the Lakers. The fact that the Lakers did not select a shooter kind of tells you where their mindset would be now. I mean, it's kind of questionable now. It's very interesting to see where the Lakers' mindset is, because I am not sure where is it at now. The fact that they didn't make a trade after that selection kind of tells you that because when I went on Twitter, I saw that tweet that the Lakers are finalizing a deal with the Chicago Bulls to get DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. I think that was probably an outlier. They really fooled me with that one. The fact that they linked Shams Charania and the Athletic, that kind of tells you that there's some people that are just deceiving. Such deceivers in this world. So, but it is what it is. All right, let me. I gotta post something real quick, guys. Just give me a minute. And thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. There we go. All right. Got to post on social media and everything like that. So we're doing it. I'm doing it right now live as we speak. So. Because right now we're just waiting. It's the waiting game now for the second round and for the Lakers to have the selection. So. All right. Yeah, the draft did not go as expected. I really did not think. It is. Let's just stop complaining. That's all. All right. My apologies, guys, if I'm staying quiet at the moment. I'm just writing some things here for social media so you guys can check it out. trying to add some photos here. All right. There we go. If you guys follow me on social media, it's in the description on this live stream. So please follow me on ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. If you want more news, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers, it is there for you to check out and be in the know about the Lakers and their either draft selections or just NBA news about the Lakers. Because now we're moving forward now to free agency, and free agency will begin on July 1st. So stay tuned for any Lakers content on CSPN for any not trade interest, or maybe trade interest, but free agency interest that the Lakers will have in certain athletes heading into free agency. So yeah, just stay tuned. I really appreciate it. And just bear with me at the moment so I can just post real quick. Really appreciate it. All right. There we go. I'm almost done. Just thank you for bearing with me here, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you have any comments, please comment in this live stream about this draft and the Lakers selection, and I will be reading them out to you once I get done just posting on social media. So I really appreciate it. There we go. All right. Just posted on the community chat. If you guys want to go check it out, I really appreciate it. And just give it a like and comment on it. I really appreciate it. And I will be giving you all my thoughts and opinions about that. Let's see here. All right. And after this live stream, I will be uploading a video about the selection of Jalen Hood from Indiana. So expect that video very soon coming to this channel. So just stay tuned for that. I really appreciate it. Just posting. There we go. There. All right. And please, guys, follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just staying quiet at the moment. I should be talking, giving you guys conversations here, but just trying to post on social media for all of you who follow me on social media. And it's a big following. I mean, if you guys want news, updates, speculations on social media, please follow me on Facebook. There's a big following there. So please do so. I really appreciate it. Just the love and appreciation from all of you. It's well noted and well respected from all. I really appreciate it. All of you. Let's see here. All right. Just, I think we're good. Or I'm almost done. Sorry, I'm almost done. Sorry. All right, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Got it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we're still waiting on the second round pick of the NBA selection for the Lakers with the 40th pick. So still have a long ways to go. So I'm just going to just wait on that. There we go. Twitter. Okay, Hood. It's Hood. All right. There we go. We're all good now. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just finished off all the social media selection, announcing it. Jalen Hood is heading to the Los Angeles Lakers. Kudos to him. Kudos to him. I mean, regardless of what we wanted from the Los Angeles Lakers, it is what it is. I mean, you know, the Lakers should have selected a shooter more than anything. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, hopefully the Lakers will do better with the second second round pick with the 40th pick. So, you know, we just have to, God, we have to wait now. It's like 22nd pick with the Brooklyn Nets. So long ways to go. So yeah, just waiting at the moment. Hey guys, just give me a minute. I have to do something real quick. Just give me a minute.
Available. And Jay, by the way, you bring him up, and he had an injury earlier in the season. He's proven he can score. I go back to Sean Marks. One of his first picks was Karis LeVert, who had a lot of question marks and a lot of medical red flags. He's turned out to be a fantastic NBA player.
Well, Sean Marks' latest pick is in. Let's head to the podium for Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner.
With the 22nd pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Dariq Whitehead from Duke University.
The 2022 McDonald's All-American game, 13.7 rebounds, 7 assists in that game. You can see his coach, John Shire, enjoying the moment. He's not actually here in attendance tonight, but Andrea, let's take a look at his highlight. What stood out to you in this game?
Well, you know, like JJ just talked about, Whitehead also struggled with injuries this season and just recently had a foot surgery. So Brooklyn trusting what he is going to be capable of. He is strong. He can rebound the basketball.
All right, sorry about that, guys. You know, I think you know, when it comes down to it, it's we're just waiting at the moment for the Lakers to select the second round with the 40th pick. But man, the fact that it's we have to wait this long, and I should have brought on some people so we can talk about this, but I don't know, maybe I could, it is what it is. We could just wait here. So
West Coast time is undefeated. It's 7:30 here.
see, I'm a small YouTuber, so I don't really get a lot of viewers on here. So for those of you who are joining me, thank you. I want to thank JD1 and Robert. You guys are comments here. So, and Victor, thank you, Victor, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. I really appreciate it. We went 2 hours. This is the first time I ever went this long on a live stream. So, thank you. You guys make that possible. So thank you all so much for all the love, support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. So, all right, just got notifications here from Bleacher Report. They grade the Lakers selection with the B+. They gave the Lakers a B+ for selecting Jalen Hood. It is what it is. I mean, I personally think the Lakers should have went after a shooter, but he's a consistent scorer. He can also defend for you. So that's a good perk for the Lakers, and also Darvin Ham, who also wants defensive type of players, and obviously he's going to get that with Jalen Hood for sure. And yeah.
I like Chris Murphy.
Andre Jackson, wing, size guy.
They definitely need a wing.
All right.
Are they holding on to Harrison Barnes?
Yeah, we'll see.
Wing would make sense, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, guys. I mean, I think we're good. We're good here, because I should have prepared myself. I went live a bit earlier than what the Lakers selection should have been, and I should have announced it that I was going to go live. But obviously, it is what it is. We're good where we're at right now, and I think I'm just going to end this live stream. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. And for those of you who are new, please follow me all across social media and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you want more news, rumors, updates, and just any Lakers content, please follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, just please subscribe to the channel. Show me the love, support. And if you are Lakers fans, through and through, this channel is for you, because we talk about Lakers content on here. So please do so. I really appreciate it. And once the Lakers get the second round, so we can just hope that the Lakers will select somebody really good in the second round. And I will be posting it on the community chat. So I went 2 hours, and I just don't want to wait for that long, when it comes down to that. So just please stay tuned. And just I really appreciate your love support. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow me all across social media, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers, and welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers, Jalen Hood. Take it easy, guys.